Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Palantir stock and why PLTR stock is set to have an amazing year here in 2021. However, Palantir's upcoming financial report may not be good news, so I will tell you how you can use this to your advantage. Next, we will discuss how much money the officers of Palantir Technologies have made in 2020 to determine if they are robbing investors. And lastly, I will be refuting a negative article about Palantir. Quickly, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and whoever is watching this video. You all are awesome. Remember to like this video right now if you own Palantir stock. Comment your thoughts down below regarding Palantir Technologies. Hit that bell notification if you are subscribed, and now let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Guy, the fast money trader on CNBC's The Exchange, mentioned that Palantir had a huge move to the upside. However, it retraced its gains shortly after. However, it is expected for PLTR stock to have an amazing year because of how primed Palantir Technologies is for growth. Guy also picked PLTR stock as his first choice on CNBC's stock draft, so he supports Palantir. It seems that CNBC could be warming up to PLTR, but I will believe that when Cramer says something positive about Palantir. If you purchased PLTR stock when it was directly listed on the New York Stock Exchange in September of 2020, you would be up around 130%. Currently, Palantir is resting at a strong support level, waiting for the financial report on May 11th to come out before making another move. As of late, Palantir has dropped around 2%, close to around $23.37. If the earnings are bad, which I think may be the case, use this time to average down your cost as long as PLTR does not make up more than 5% of your holdings. If PLTR spikes, use this as a trading opportunity to either take profits off the table and to reinvest those profits later when it finds a new support. In 2020, Palantir's CEO Alex Karp received $797.9 million from options and $296.4 million in stock rewards, totaling around $1.1 billion. To put that into perspective, the company itself made less than $1.5 billion in 2020, and Alex only made about $12.1 million in 2019. The co-founder of Palantir also had a nice payday by receiving $192 million when the year prior he made close to $16.1 million. Now, to say that the CEO and co-founder are getting this money by taking it from investors is ridiculous. They had stock and bet options, and they sold it, which paid off. All of us would have done the exact same. The article says that Palantir is a very difficult company to gauge by financial metrics, mainly because of their growth potential and their investor interest. However, Palantir is not a profitable company, which they are right, but they're not profitable yet, which bears love to mention. However, Palantir can be kept afloat until they reach profitability, mainly because of their dual revenue sources and large government contracts, which last for years. Also, it does not take a genius to surmise that with Palantir's rapidly growing revenue, they will eventually reach profitability, which means that Palantir can be gauged by traditional financial metrics, thus their point is null. This is exactly what Bear said about Tesla regarding profitability. The author of this article then goes political, saying that the millennials are the largest generation in the US workforce and that they care about social issues, and according to The Intercept, Palantir helped the Trump administration's deportation protocol regarding illegal immigrants. First off, many millennials don't even know about this information. Secondly, many people invest to make money, not to support a political agenda. Secondly, it assumes all millennials care, that no millennial supported that action, and that all millennials perform in-depth analysis and research on the stocks that they buy, which is just not true. Thirdly, Palantir has great investor support, which is why it has such a strong support line right now. The article also then attacks short sellers who apparently do nothing but ruin people's lives. This seems hypocritical if this article is meant as a hit piece on PLTR to short sellers to short the stock, which I don't think it is, but I personally don't mind shorts. They actually help me as a long-term investor get better deals on great stocks. Plus, short squeezes are always very nice. Not to mention, even if I am wrong, some of the most controversial stocks generate the largest returns, mainly because of the amount of free publicity that it garners. Also, the reverse argument can be true because investors could buy Palantir stock in support of undocumented immigration restrictions. Palantir's technology is not controversial, however, how that technology is utilized definitely can be. Palantir Technologies is not a pushover company, and whoever they decide to conduct business with, Palantir will defend them, which is nice because Palantir will not bend to the media. Even now, bearish articles attack Palantir, but it has not impacted their 30 to 37% compounding annual growth rate in regards to the revenues. However, Palantir itself is not protected when the enterprise that they are doing business with does not defend them back. Palantir is certainly not everyone's cup of tea, and some companies are not impressed with their technology. For instance, Home Depot, Hershey, and American Express have all dropped Palantir, while companies like PG&E, Rio Tinto, Amazon, and IBM love working with Palantir. So there are mixed opinions, but to me, the FBI, CIA, and other government officials will not work with Palantir unless their technology is truly top-notch. The companies who have dropped Palantir as a business partner may not have done it necessarily because Palantir has bad technology, but because they just don't align with their vision or they got pressure politically. Now, to be fair, Palantir is a risky company, and they have been around for a good while. The bull case is that Palantir will grow into their potential. This makes it a speculative play because you're betting on the future. Now, I used to have a rule that I wouldn't invest in any company that was not profitable. This rule was later broken with Tesla, and it paid off extremely well. However, I still keep this rule around because it prevents me from having too many speculative plays because I will be overexposing myself to too much risk. This leads me to pick my speculative plays very precisely, and I spend a lot of time researching it, and PLTR to me is a good speculative play to bet on. However, we should do this tastefully to where we should not go all in on a speculative play, because once we do that, we are now gambling and no longer investing. Now, I really like PLTR stock. I own PLTR stock, and I will buy more PLTR stock if it gets cheaper. But what do you all think? Comment your thoughts down below. Like this video right now if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.